Welcome back. You're watching The Money Show with me, Kavita Thaplial, and I have with me Nisreen Mamaji, CFP, MoneyWorks Financial Services, to answer all your mutual fund portfolio related queries. If in case you want to send us your question, you can do that on our WhatsApp number, which is 865-797-4571. You can email us your query on themoneyshow@etnow.tv. Nisreen, good evening and welcome to The Money Show. I have our first viewer online, Shashikant from Kerala. Hi, good evening, sir. How are you doing?
Hello, good evening, ma'am. I'm fine.
Okay, I have your questions and I have the name of your funds. Canara Robeco, what fund are you talking about, Canara Robeco?
Canara Robeco small cap fund.
Small cap. You have Axis small cap, you have Axis mid cap, HDFC defense, and you have HDFC multi cap. All of this have 2,000 rupee SIP. And what's the end of maturity? What's the time duration, investment horizon for you?
10 years, ma'am.
10 years. All right. Thank you. So, Nisreen, we have some more clarity. It's a small cap fund from Canara Robeco and the investment horizon is 10 years. And approximate amount that he can accumulate in terms of corpus?
So, typically, we've assumed some rate of return.
Sure.
So, for small cap funds, I would assume about 15% CAGRs. For the mid cap funds, also the same category. For the multi-cap, say between 10 to 14. So, basically, I think that you would be, getting a corpus at the end of 10 years, ranging between 45 to 50 lakhs. Now, the historic performance for Canara Robeco, I think you are in the small cap, but in the Axis small cap, the 3-year returns are 35%. The 5-year returns are nearly 23%. The Axis mid cap has returned 3 years, 25%. 5 years, 16.5%, and 10 years, about nearly 22%. So, it's better for us to kind of value the CAGRs. But for equity funds, typically between 10 to 15% would be okay for us to forecast. But there's a disclaimer here. We need to obviously review every couple of years to see if we are on track with these funds and make minor changes to the portfolio if required.
How much did you say the approximate amount could be accumulated?
About 50, between 45 to 50 lakhs in 10 years, and the rate of 10,000 rupees, the SIPs, sure. I think 12,000, yeah.
Sure, yeah.
10,000 SIP.
10,000 SIP. Okay,
so about 2,000 in these 5 funds, yeah.
All right, so that will be the answer for you, Mr. Shashikant. We move on and I will take Harshit's question. Nisreen? Harshit is there with me on the phone line. Harshit, hi, good evening. Thank you so much. I have your funds detail. Is there anything else you want to add? Harshit, can you hear me? Harshit, hi, good evening. Thank you so much for sending us your question. I think we have your funds detail. Is there anything you want to add more, or I can directly go to Nisreen? I'm running short on time.
No. I would just like to know the answer, and if there is any follow-up, I would ask.
Sure. Nisreen.
Yeah, so, your question is whether your portfolio is well diversified. So, currently, if you're looking at about 10 years, you can increase, you have about 53% in multi-caps, and 4% in small caps, and 7% in mid-caps, and about 9% in large caps, and your sectoral allocation is about 27%. So, sectorally, you are a little heavily skewed. You can introduce maybe like a large and mid or a flexi cap category. And, also you can perhaps increase your mid and small cap, investment allocation a little bit, because currently you're only about 11% in mid and small combined. Having said that, you have a 53% allocation towards multi-cap, which might take care of the mid and small cap, requirements. So you are looking at, your returns will be in the range of, say, about 30 lakhs at the end of your time period, because for the multi-cap funds, we have kind of forecasted or, predicted that the rate of returns are a little lower than the small and mid-cap section. So, for mid-caps, we would predict, say, 15%. We forecast on the basis of 15%. But for multi-caps, we will forecast on the basis of 12 to 13%. But the portfolio is pretty decent. I've gone through the names of the funds. You're in Canara Blue Chip, Parag Flexi, Kotak Mid Cap, Motilal Oswal Nasdaq 100, fund of funds, bond small cap and Nippon small cap. So both your small caps are absolutely fine. Your mid caps are also okay. So all in all, I think the portfolio is pretty good. The way that you have structured it, and happy investing.
Best, Harshad, that's a thumbs up as far as your funds name are concerned, and the required changes suggested by Nisreen, you should just go ahead. On that note, Nisreen, the time is up. I have a lot of questions, but then unfortunately we cannot be taking this further. But thank you so much for being a part of this show today, helping our viewers with their mutual fund queries. And it's a wrap on the Money Show as well, but I'm going to leave you with our WhatsApp number and email ID, because this is the only place where you get your mutual fund portfolio queries answered by our experts live. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.